All right, Hans, your bike is up, and I'm just getting ready to pull the carbs. And I was just noticing the routing of this wiring here for your stator. It goes around the outside and then comes up almost visible. Normally the cover is covering all this up, but it comes up around the outside. And these wires really should be on the other side where my finger is, and that means that they would be tucked in. They'd be tucked in that little spot back in there. That's why this is disconnected. But when I pulled up this rubber boot, I was shocked, young man, I tell you, to see your stator wires are in a state of flirtation that is so close to catastrophic failure. I'm almost embarrassed. Young man, you must, and I'm saying this as a question, you must allow me to fix this for you because, oh my goodness. Whoa. Just got to turn this down a little bit. Okay, listen, Hans, there's, turn this down. There's a little bit more of a pressing issue. Where is my flashlight? Here it is. A little bit more of a pressing issue with your carbs. I was getting ready to pull them off, assuming that it was this T-joint right here that was the issue. And in fact, it isn't. It's actually the float bowl gasket. I noticed that this drain plug down here, which is absent, I've already removed it, was finger tight. And the fuel leak is actually coming from right up where the flashlight is shining. So I was actually just prepared to pull this one float bowl off, check it for damage or absence, what have you, and then stick it back on, seal it up, and call it a day. But something happened. When I drained the fuel out of this last float bowl, this is what came out. This is the gasoline that's in your carburetors. This is terrible. What's more is, I don't know if the camera can focus on this, but right inside this little air intake hole, look how disgusting that one is. And then it's the same with the other two on the other side. My friend, please, can I do a carb clean? It's expensive. It's about $400, but my goodness, oh man. Anyway, okay, call me back. Okay, you got your carbs here. Got a nice clean pan. Gonna pull out this hemostat, and we're gonna start ripping into these. I gotta put the vents inside the bowl, inside the dish, and turn this upside down. Fuel's gonna start flowing everywhere. There's one. There's two. That one's loose. You can tell because my impact doesn't go like that. And that's third, also loose. Here comes the fuel. So, but if I turn it around, look at what comes out. Look at it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Wow. Okay. Keep this going. Sorry about the camera angle here. I'm really not that much of a cameraman. Look at this chrome one here. Anyway, it doesn't matter which one we start with. Here we go. Wow. Okay, I've seen worse. I've definitely seen worse, but wow, that's okay, so obviously this rust is coming from your gas tank, which is right there. Okay, so that's the first bowl, and then look at this right on top, right on the very top, which actually is the bottom, just prospectively speaking. I'm really sorry about my camera work, but this rubber plug, this rubber plug right here sits near the bottom of the carburetor. This is the bottom of your main jet, and this is your float, and then underneath that is a needle that meters how much fuel gets into your carb. But since I've turned this carburetor upside down, all the rust, look at where it rests right in here, which is really bad. And this rubber plug right here, it actually seats in your float bowl on that little mast right there. right? So this basically goes on top and it presses on that rubber plug and prevents fuel from getting past the secondary jet and making its way into the main jet. But there's just so much contamination here. Golly. All right, let's keep this expose going. This one might be a little sticky just because of the idle adjusters right here. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. Get that out of there. Get that out of there. Ready? Brrr, ding! Wow, that one's not as bad. This was not inside. But still, this one is bad. Man, I really hope you say it's okay for me to do a carb clean, because this is rotten. Okay, let's go for the next one. Let's speed out of the way. Ba-ding. Wow, okay. All right, so listen, you better say it's okay for a carb clean, because if you make me put this back the way it is, you are not going to be happy, and I am going to be embarrassed. All right. For the sake of video, here is the last one, which actually is the first one, because there's always one troublemaker, isn't there? Yeah, see, it won't come out. Got to put my snaggletooth pliers on here. There we go. Even still. Ba-ring. All right, so this is probably the best of the bunch, but still, look at all that. It's your gas tank, my friend. That's what it is. Your gas tank is ruining these carbs and ruining any good money you put towards them. So a couple things that we need to do. First, we got to get you a fuel filter so that we can stop what's coming from the gas tank getting into your carbs. And second, we probably should address the gas tank, because that's the source, right? That's where the rust is coming from. So fuel filter is preventative maintenance, but actually getting the gas tank serviced, like getting all that rust cleaned out, would be the best step. Because what we don't want to do is spend the money to clean these carbs, put a fuel filter on it, and then put a dirty gas tank in front of it. You're just flirting with making the work that you've paid for going bad. Let's figure this out. Darn it. I mean,